So events potentially are a powerful tool to generate leads, push down the pipeline already existing deals, and close some deals and establish relationship. Um, I will categorize events in three different categories. The events that you organize means that everything logistically is in charge of your event team. Event you exhibit, that means you are buying a booth into a big industry event or similar, and other like speech opportunity you are invited that must become a lead generation activity. Let's start with the most impactful and labor intensive event you can have, which is your customer event. Customer event is probably a once per year event in a big location where many of your customers gather together, paying a ticket, by the way. Usually you rent an hotel, you rent 200, 300, 1000 bedrooms in the same hotel, and then your customer join you for several activities, from keynote speech where you usually present new products and feature, to side events where you speak specifically on specific topics that are vertical to your industry, customer award like the best implementation in the oil and gas industry of my software, etc., etc., certification and training sessions, help desk session where part of your help desk team is at the event helping the customer to solve specific issues. And then there are side events like industry analyst that goes together to speak with you, and then you appear on the reports. And then you have, the party, which is usually the event lasts 3 days. In the second day, you have a nice party with all the customer, employees, uh, and prospect. Usually, you want a proportion of the attendance as a prospect, means customers that are not yet customers. Then you have the classical exhibition fair, like where you have a booth. It's an industry vertical event where buyer goes there, competitors are there, and those are lead generation opportunity where you also build connection and you try to close deals with the potential customers that are there, and you grab a coffee. On top of that, you should also organize side events. That means dinners with specific attendance, breakfast with specific attendance outside the event exhibition area, into nice restaurant where you gather together with 10 potential prospects. I don't know. Um, it's very important to organize the event ahead, not only from a logistics standpoint, but every salesperson must get in touch with potential attendants and try to pre-book meetings. And also, it's an excuse to contact someone you don't know, saying, "Oh, you are at the event. I will be there." And they say, "No, okay, let's catch up after the event." We have created a connection, and now with cold outreach. Then there are activities where you can become a sponsor of some of your partner events. Let's imagine you are in the Salesforce HubSpot ecosystem, and Salesforce and HubSpot create events, and you can sponsor a booth at their event, or you have alliances with small companies that create their own event. You are their sponsor, and you create your event, your customer event, and they are your sponsor. So it's a zero cost because you exchange sponsorship, but this amplify the reach, and then you show that you are part of the ecosystem, and you can create also deals. Speech opportunities. I mean, usually your CEO, C level, and others are invited to speak somewhere. Somewhere. Every speech should be a sales speech. Means that the CEO don't have to go to an event and try to sell something, but you need to have a couple of salespeople at the event that have engaged the audience already prior to the event. Try to establish connections, and usually when your CEO speak, There are other C-level. So it's great to establish great relationship with other C-level, because if those C-level are potential customer of you, they can help you to get the deal done and approved faster. By the way, this speech should not be an ego lifting speech. Never. There should be always a target, which usually is related to sales or bids dev. Local events. Those are events organized by you, city by city. There is a kind of tour, we call it in Docebo on the road, where you invite 20, 30 people in the same city, part are prospect, part are customers that can become your testimonial, to a nice aperitif in a primary location with a quick speech or topic, just to socialize, just to, make your brand present in a specific city. And of course, you invite potential customer with negotiation in the pipeline in order to accelerate the pipeline. You create new leads and you have customer to strengthen the relationship with. Sometimes you don't know, but there are customers, group of customers in the same city that create meetup, spontaneous. They gather together and they speak about your product. They socialize. It's a self-help group. Once you discover this, put logistic effort to support them, like give them a small budget, pay the lunch, find a better location, I don't know, a banner for the corner, I don't know, but you should help your customer to gather together. It creates the sense of community. um, VIP invites, when you have, there are events like Formula One, football, art, music, where you have the possibility to rent VIP suites, where you invite 10 people, can be also part of the itinerary event, like we discussed before, and with maybe some VIP that is your friend and, famous people that people loves to shake hands with. And usually this is a C-level activity with very high level people that will help you, push down the pipeline, establish a relationship, create high level network. And it's still another great activity. Also, it's an account based marketing. Like you are chasing a big deal, you can send a hoodie, but also you can invite people to know better your customers into a very VIP setup, so they can speak and can be convinced to, close the deal, buy your product, because they are socializing with already happy customer. Couple of advices. First of all, in event, every deal is important. You need to digitalize every deal. You have to pre-qualify every deal and chase more than once the people that are qualified inside the exhibition. Prepare ahead. Cold outreach with all potential people that can attend the exhibition. Try to pre-book as many meetings possible. And also the people that are not coming, that you have outreach, that have done cold outreach, will become connection for the future, in order to connect them after the exhibition and propose a web demo or whatever. In some of those events, there are investor relationship side events, industry analyst side events, that are the side events that C-level attend. And establishing relationship with C-level is very important because they can be helpful to accelerate the closing of the deal. There are one of the formula of event which I don't like, which is a one-to-one meeting event. Like you usually receive email from companies saying, "Oh, I have this event in Monte Carlo where there are 10 buyers of oil and gas industry very interested about your product." Completely false. And then they say you have to pay, don't know, 10,000, 20,000 bucks to come and spend 30 minutes with those people in the dinner. I mean, if you are a CTO of an oil company, do you really need to go an event to find to buy something? You probably have under the radar the best companies and also the newcomers, because they outreach to you and they do a lot of target on you. So the only reason you go in Monte Carlo to have a dinner in front of the casino is just that you want to go in Monte Carlo to have a dinner in front of the casino, not to buy a product. Be very careful on those events. Every event is a biz dev event. Every employee is a seller. The help desk people helping customer are sellers. They need to hunt and look for upsell and cross-sell opportunity. The people that makes coffee is a seller. They need to introduce to people and scan the badge and everything. Everyone at an event is a seller. Happy hunting. I think that if I start a survey asking what is one of the topic you want to hear from me is internationalization, how to sell abroad. That's great. You have it in the next chapter.